what could be a more precise predictions for Dow Jones? Last week I told you 34,000 certainly is also the channel highs and is also going to be a psychological resistance. At the same time, this is also going to be a monthly expiry week for US indices, and precisely achieving 34,000, US30 traded with a drop and did rise back, did bounce back towards the end of the week. So now what can we expect? Is this the highs which are done, and can we expect a drop from here, and which position we should take in order to profit, whether to buy or whether to sell? We will see with the help of charts and indicators. Missing on to subscribe this channel is missing on the profits. Do like, share, subscribe and comment. Do press the bell icon which will keep you updated with the daily updates for Dow Jones, which I share, one with the Asia session, next video with the US cash session. So do watch both. Let's start. Now from charts point of view, look why 34,000 is a very important resistance. We have seen 1, 2, 3, and if you see these, count these candles, here is also you will get a very strong resistance level. So this 34,000 is a very strong barrier for US30 now. Only and only if it sustains above 34,200 300 zone, you can consider that we are looking forward to another possible highs at 34,600 800 zone. So that could be possible, but we need to be a little bit observant for that. Now if you connect the dots from here, you will find that almost you can see this is the highs which we are looking at. This is also the channel highs in which it is trading since long, and if you count this is probably the high. So I'll wait for it to break past 34,200 for any sustenance of bullishness. Till the time it trades below 34,200, I will not consider this as bullish so far, only beyond which you can consider and expect it to rise more till towards 34,600 and then 34,800, and in fact beyond that it is going to fly high till towards 35,000 35,500 levels. This is one part of it on just the weekly charts. Now let's have a look at the daily chart. Now on the daily charts, you'll find it is trading in this channel. It failed to breach the lower limits of this, indicated that still there is bullishness left. And how it has traded so far, you will find a rally, retracement, and now the first green candle after throughout the week it traded in range, and towards the end of the week it has given a breakout candle of this channel, and hence we need to wait and watch a little, probably opening above 33,800 levels. Certainly it can try to breach past 34,000 again and trade bullish from there, and if it does, how high it can go. Now see this, the daily charts are now also, one must look at, see how it is fared so far. So yes, trading below 34,000, certainly you can consider that we may see little bullishness, but 34,200 levels should come into picture, which is going to be a very good resistance. That will also form the double top here, and that levels you need to be cautious of achieving those levels. Possibility of a drop exists right now. If you also look at the charts there, beyond 34,200, certainly more bullishness can be expected also. Yes, at these levels we saw that it has formed double bottom and it is tried to reverse, almost forming double top. It may try to trade in this zone itself, that is 34 to 30,000 levels. For the entire 2022, we can see US30 is probably trading within these levels almost since last 6 months. Now let's have a look at the monthly chart. Also towards the end of this analysis, I'll give you the trading levels and strategy for next week, so do watch till the end here. Now look at the monthly charts here. On the monthly charts also, the candle is green so far, and after this big bullish candle, it is just shying away from the particular bullish movement here. But yes, any movement beyond 34,200 should be considered a very good level for you to sustain more bullishness, and then we will look after for this zone. Now first thing is it has to break past this, then possibly it will be looking forward to these levels in this month. This month means hardly 8 trading sessions left, and then 35,000 35,500 levels should be the greater resistance for it to sustain. Beyond that, anyways it is going to trade bullish. Now also look here on the monthly charts, you will find almost trading at the highs of this channel, and this is a typically expanding channel which is increasingly bearish, and hence a probable reversal from here. Any breach below 33,500, again if you see it trading below 33,500, you can stay short for the rest of the week, and then you can expect it to drop till towards 33,000. That is going to be the very strong support. And as I shared last week also, I'll be looking forward to 32,700 32,500 zone in the near future, that is towards the end of the month. So one probability that it can come down for next 8 trading sessions. It may try to close the candle somewhere here at around 32,800 levels. So 8 trading sessions, almost 1000 points to drop, very much possible. You need to be beware of this. Yes, it can close the candle in doji. You can also track the movement from here, 32,800 to 33,1200 points, 32,800 to 31,600, almost 1200 points. So precisely this may try to create a doji towards the end of the month, and hence it can try to trade sideways but with bearish price for next 8 trading sessions. Be very cautious of this. Now let's have a look with the help of indicators, whether the indicators are also suggestive of same or they are having something different to say. Now indicators on the daily charts. Also, one more observation on the daily charts is, see, it is trying to do this, but yes, once it trades below 33,500 next week, certainly one should remain short below that and can expect a good drop. But see, after a good consolidation, it is trying to reverse this. Possibly we may see 1 or 2 red green candles before it tries to dip again. Now on the indicators parts, the 20 period moving average is situated at around 33,000 levels, which is making it a very strong support, and below that certainly more bearishness can be expected. The directional movement so far is bullish. The stochastic is dropping from the overbought levels. Look at the MACD. This is crossing at the highs here, and you can say it is forming a clear-cut bow here, and possibly it may begin the downtrend for US30. We need to be cautious and alert. It is crossing over for a sell. Yes, it can bring bearishness here. Hence, the bulls must trade or must ride with caution. 34,000, 34,200 levels certainly are going to be a stronger resistance zone. RSI looking upwards and indicating bullishness on the daily charts. Now look at the weekly charts here. On the weekly chart, there is an important crossover, that is the 50 and 100 period moving average crossover. You can see these both are diverging, and now 50 weeks average is below 100 weeks average. It is still indicative that markets may try to sustain this bearish momentum. Also, the 20 period moving average is looking upwards, indicating little strength in the nearest time frame. Now look at the directional movement is divergent and bullish, but the stochastic has reached the highs, and see, this was the time when it has reached the pinnacle earlier, precisely at 34,000 levels, now again at 34,000 levels, and may trade cyclic from here. Hence, a larger chances of drop till towards 32,700 exist for next few sessions. Look at the MACD. The MACD has also seen the highs. See, it has formed higher highs here, and the crossover here was at particular lower levels. It has almost crossed over again at the same levels, but achieved higher highs here. The levels are though lower than this, but has achieved high, and hence possibly a conversion from here can be expected. Any breakout above 34,200 will bring more bullishness there, and it will try to enter into green zone. RSI trading flat near to the highs, and now look at the monthly candle here. On the monthly candle, trading below the 20 months average at 34,000 levels, very strong resistance there at the zone. Then on the downside, it is too much ground to cover. We had discussed this earlier also. I will share once again once it starts with the downtrend. With the next month analysis, we'll look into what could be the possibility for the month of December. The directional movement is bearish so far, trying to converge, and the stochastic is looking upwards. It was at a lower levels, now trying to look upwards. Possibly it may continue with this. The MACD is trying to converge here. It was trading in red, now trying to converge and cross over for a bullish move. There is a big possibility that it may continue to diverge again, and hence a closer in doji can be expected, and then we can see it diverging again. There is a possibility of it. RSI trading flat. Now we have seen the charts, we have seen the indicators. Time for us to define the levels and strategy for next. And before I give you the levels, yes, if you want to learn this art of trading profitably, identifying the good opportunities, right opportunities, and entering at the right times, and equally the exit is also important, you should join my mentorship batch, which will equip you with the right tools and strategy for you to profit. Do not miss this opportunity. Also, this is going to be the last batch of this year. The 17th batch starts on 28th of November, and then the next batch is only going to be in January. Be a part of it and equip yourself with the strategies to become a profitable and proficient trader in the year 2023 and begin the year with a bang. Reach out to me for more details. Also, you can be part of my signals channel where you're just trading as per the signals. Definitely you can profit. My Telegram IDs and my email ID to reach out to me are mentioned in the channel and video description. If you go to the channel homepage, in the about section of the channel, you will find the email ID and Telegram ID to reach me out. Now next week, certainly if you see it trading above 33,820, you should take a buy position there and remain long above that. Certainly it will try to hit 34,000 levels again. It will definitely try to hit 34,000 levels again, but then this is going to be a very strong barrier, and in fact 34,050 will come into picture. Beyond that you can see it flying for 34,200 levels. Now, as I said, 34,000 very strong resistance, 34,200 and 34,318 are going to be good levels. Beyond that, certainly it is going to fly high. We may see it hitting 34,500 levels. See this zone on the upside, first at 34,000, very strong resistance there, and then 34,200, 300. This is going to be going to play a very critical role. Achieving these lows, yes. Achieving these highs, yes. Possibility of a drop exists. You need to be very cautious on the upside. It is possibly signaling a reversal from these levels, and if it does, if it fails to sustain 34,000 levels, certainly we can expect it to reach till towards 32,700, 800 zones towards the end of the month in few trading sessions. You need to be very cautious of this. Beyond that, certainly 34,800 and 35,000 levels can be expected. Be cautious and alert and trade accordingly. On the downside, where to sell, you can easily sell at 33,650 levels itself. Below that, 33,500 will come into picture. This is a very strong support level, 33,500, and below that you can see it hitting 33,310 and 33,240 levels. Below that, 33,100 and 33,000 levels should come into picture. Mark these levels. Certainly these are going to be a very good support levels on the downside. Below 32,000, I will expect it to hit 32,700 levels towards this week, or next week towards the midweek. We can see it hitting those levels. Trade accordingly, trade profitably, trade with a stop loss, trade with a trailing stop loss. Just stick to the levels. Once it reaches one milestone, close the trade and re-enter if you see in the same direction. Or if it reverses, you have to trade with a trailing stop loss such that your trade closes in profit. So trade accordingly, trade profitably. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading week ahead. Thank you.